My name is Jeremy Crump. I'm doing an oral presentation today for my organizational communication course at Prue State College. The presentation is going to cover some facts and things that I like about the Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo, located in Omaha, Nebraska. The zoo actually opened up here in 1894, which makes it one of the oldest and one of the largest zoos in the United States as well as in the world. The zoo spans over 130 acres here in Omaha, and it has over 17,000 different animals and over 962 different species. Some of the things that I like about the zoo, my favorite location there will probably be the lead jungle. My first trip to the zoo was back in 1995 when I was actually 5 years old. That's as far as the first I can remember. That was my first trip. The reason I like the lead jungle is it features a lot of different animals. You have things like hippopotamus down below, birds. You have a lot of monkeys and things like that in the jungle. There's also this pretty cool little rope bridge that you can walk across that walks you over actually some of the animals. It's pretty dangerous and scary at first when you first go over it, but afterwards you realize it's a pretty fun thing to do. There's also a lot of other attractions at the Henry Doorly Zoo. Another few that's been added on are going to be the Scott Kingdom of the Seas Aquarium, which features sharks, turtles, different species of fish, and stingrays and jellyfish as well in it. That opened up here in 1995, so it's a little bit after my first visit was when the aquarium opened up. There's also the Desert Dome, which opened up in 2002, which features different land animals of the desert. It's a pretty big, it was a big project, millions of dollars spent on it. I actually remember growing up and watching it on the news being built and things like that, how the kind of the aura is sent through the area of Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo. But underneath the Desert Dome is actually something pretty neat. It's called the Kingdom of the Nights, which features alligators. There's an albino alligator there. There's multiple alligator, different species of alligators, beavers, and things like that, which is pretty wicked because you're actually walking over a wooden bridge, a wooden platform, and you're actually pretty much right next to the alligators. Of course, there's fencing, so you can't get bit by any of them or anything. But that's another little cool thing there at the Desert Dome. There's also the Hubert Gorilla Valley, which opened up in 2004, which features different gorillas. You have certain baby gorillas, adult gorillas. A lot of kids like that location there because the gorillas will run around and chase them. Of course, through the glass, they'll chase them. And the kids like running back and forth to make them run. It's pretty funny. Really, I mean, I've been to the zoo pretty much every year I can try and make a trip down there. I go, so I've seen a lot of it. I've been around it. Of course, I grew up here in Omaha, so it's always a pretty big thing to do. Is let's go down to the zoo and let's go check some stuff out. There's also multiple different kind of transportations here at the zoo. They have the tram, which is kind of a train track for kids that goes through the zoo, so you don't have to walk around everywhere. You can just kind of stop around, stop here, stop there, take a look at things. There's also a new thing that they have there called the Skyfari, which is kind of a sky lift where you're sitting down and you're going over different parts of the zoo and you can look at it from an aerial view. So that's another pretty interesting thing they have there. As well as around the zoo, there's a lot of different things you can do. There's the IMAX Theater, which is right smack dab next to the zoo that you can go watch a movie or something in 3D. There was the Rosenblatt Stadium where the home of the College World Series was for quite a while. They actually stopped playing College World Series at the Rosenblatt Theater, and it's actually getting taken down to expand for the zoo. But now there's obviously the College World Series has moved. It's moved down to TD Ameritrade Park in downtown Omaha, which is a much better fit, as well as downtown Omaha features things such as shopping, the old markets in downtown Omaha. It's a pretty big night spot and day spot as well for shopping. That's pretty much it. Like I said, my favorite thing about the zoo is lead jungle. It's something pretty much for everyone. I've never heard of a bad experience at the zoo. It's pretty safe, as far as this one at least. So hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.